making their way up the USL League One table, sitting just outside the playoff line right now. These points, pivotal. There's no question about it. Lansing Ignite FC, Chattanooga Red Wolves SC. We will get you the starting 11s, and we will kick it from the 517 coming up next. Back inside Cooley Law School Stadium, just about ready to go. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Let's take a look at the 11s here this evening. First for the home side, Lansing Ignite FC with a 6-5-9 record. They currently sit third in the USL League One table. We talked about Nick Moon in the open, but at the keeper spot, Stefan Cleveland looking to bounce back. He was a USL League One Player of the Month in June, has not had the same form in July, but certainly very talented player in the Chicago Fire system, former Chicago Fire draft pick for Chattanooga Red Wolves. And we talked in the open about Ayman Zayed. He is available as a reserve here this evening. The scoring impetus will fall on Stephen Beatty, and he's just fine with that. 7 goals on the season, had a hat trick against Greenville back on June 22nd. One of the very best USL League One has to offer, no question about that. USL League One standings, there you see why this is an important matchup here tonight. Lansing Ignite FC with 3 matches in hand against Chattanooga Red Wolves SC. They have a 2-point lead, so this will be a double whammy tonight. If Lansing can come away with a win, they'll take 3 points, and they'll also take a match away from the Chattanooga Red Wolves. So it's all on the line here this evening. The head coach for Lansing Ignite FC in this match, Joel DeLass, as Nate Miller serves the final game of his suspension. We did have a chance to catch up with Nate Miller earlier this week, and he said that these 3 points in this matchup were pivotal. Chattanooga will possess to start the matchup. Jose Lara, the head referee, Joe Sachowski, the assistant referee, Jake Brochu, the other assistant referee, and the 4th official is Nicole Green. There's Lara getting the whistle ready. The whistle sounds, and we are underway from Michigan State Capitol. So happy you could join us on ESPN Plus. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us, wherever you may be watching around the world. Pivotal 3 points on the line, as we have been talking about. Lansing Ignite FC with a bit of high pressure as Xavier Gomez knocks that down, and there is Tumi Moshovani. Moshovani makes a move inside the 18, had it for a moment, lost it, and it's played over the line, but a throw-in coming up. So high intensity pressure, the word of the day so far for Lansing Ignite FC, as they go towards that goal in front of the assembly line, the supporters group for Lansing Ignite. You hear the drums there in the background. Ivo Cerda has been a steady influence. The squad from the 517, former Michigan Wolverine. The cross sent in. Alex Mangles will make the catch. Mangles, USL League One Player of the Week for Week 9, a very solid 70% save percentage. He's played every minute for Tim Hankinson, the head coach of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Decades of pro coaching experience. He's USL Coach of the Year in 2016 with the Indy 11. Also coached the Tampa Bay Mutiny, coached with the Colorado Rapids. First ever coach at Nike's Project 40, which is now, of course, Generations Adidas. Spent some time with Montego Bay United FC in the Jamaican Premier League. Rescued them, as a matter of fact, from possible relegation last season. Here comes Lansing Ignite on the attack again, stepping into the right foot shot, bangs off the left post. The rebound put back stop is made, but the flag is up in the distance. LIFC offside. So a flurry of activity for Lansing Ignite nearly results in a goal, but fortunately for Chattanooga, the flag was up on the far side. Alex Mangles will bang it down the field. Lansing Ignite coming out buzzing here in the first 2.5 minutes. Turning with it, Angel Zaguro. But again, here comes Lansing one more time, stepping through inside the 18, crossing over and slotting it just wide of the right post was Rafa Mintz again. LIFC shot out of a cannon here tonight. We're into the 4th minute. They've nearly struck twice. Mangles will take a couple of moments to get Chattanooga a breather. That has been a problem for the Red Wolves as of late. Tim Hankinson told us in our weekly chat he wanted to see his side start matches much more focused. That has not been the case this evening. Here's Stephen Beattie, his cross popped up in the air. 2011 first-round supplemental draft pick, Toronto FC. Played at a very high level over in Ireland with Cork City. Played in 2 UEFA's Champions League matches during his time in Cork City. So he's played this game at the highest levels, no question about that. Ball trickles over the line for a throw-in. Moon will toss it in. Some energy in the building in Cooley Law School Stadium. Fans into it here in the early going. FC jumping to get things rolling. Nearly striking. Here's Xavier Gomez. Plays it ahead. Elma N4 will drop it back. Lansing Ignite FC in a 3-1-4-2 formation. Joel DeLass, as we talked about a few minutes ago. Nate Miller serving the final match of his suspension. Miller told us he's been very happy with what Joel DeLass has done. He said he has full confidence in his staff. So said this was a massive 3 points on the line. Match has slowed down a bit. Lansing still with a good deal of the possession. Here's Xavier Gomez. Very patient build-up right now. Rafa Mintz again. Up ahead to Elma N4. N4 commits the foul after a successful slide tackle. Let's check out the Sparrow replay. See how Lansing Ignite FC came out buzzing. There's a shot that just banged off the left post. The rebound was eventually put back, but the flag was up. Minsigan gave one a go. Not quite sure who exactly was offside. Alex Bruce was up there, as was Tumi Moshovani. And then moments after that, stepping all the way through, was Rafa Mintz again. This slot went just wide. Cross by Stephen Beatty will go out for a corner. Or will it be a handball? And it will be a handball, so the free kick to be lined up for Chattanooga Red Wolves. A very quick first 7 minutes and change. Sparrow replay, that is a good look by our camera crew. Ivo Cerda, the former Michigan Wolverine, scored 9 goals during his time at Michigan. Free kick coming up, the lines are drawn. Two-man wall for Lansing. Stefan Cleveland directs the traffic. Left foot service is blocked. That will go over the line for a throw. So the wall does their job. Zaguro's free kick of little danger. Zaguro played for 4 teams in the Albanian Super League. 2 Champions League qualifiers during his time there. Very experienced squad for Tim Hankinson. Ball just across the line, throw-in coming up for Lansing. Chattanooga Red Wolves bouncing back. Cleveland comes off his line, just scooping up off the turf. Stefan Cleveland, 4 clean sheets this season. Save percentage hovering around 70. We spoke a few minutes ago in the starting 11s about how he was the USL Player of the Month for June. Struggling to find that form. Some space in the middle. Rafa Mintz again. Lansing will keep a hold of it. Here's Grant Stoneman. Stoneman's pass doesn't find the mark. Chattanooga tried to build up a counter. Thought that would be the story. Chattanooga would hang back, try to counter. And that whistle will sound. Andrew Moulin, the guilty party, the obstruction against Mintz again. There's Tim Hankinson. So coached in college at Alabama A&M, DePaul, Syracuse. If it's American soccer, Tim Hankinson has coached. Pretty much every level. Always entertaining to talk to Tim Hankinson. There's a good lineup of coaches and organizational people here in USL League One. Always some colorful conversation. Moulin, as a matter of fact, got a yellow card for that obstruction. Here we go, Lansing Ignite FC now with a free kick of their own. Xavier Gomez steps over it. Makes his run in, curls it towards the back post, headed away, and the corner will be conceded. This will be Tumi Moshovani's corner. Shabani, of course, has that in-swinging corner. When Lansing scores goals off their corners, it's usually Toomey that triggers it. That ball sent in, coming loose for a second. Koifik heads it across. Mintz again rips it just wide of the frame. Rafa Mintz again, dangerous here in the first 11 minutes plus. Let's check out the card one more time. That was Mintz again as well, looking to make a run. And Moulin stopped the scoring chance. And I'm not sure if the card was necessarily for the grab or maybe it was some words to Jose Lara. This has been a quick-paced 12 minutes. All touched ahead. Here's Stephen Beatty. He's dangerous anywhere. Beatty's cross sent in. That will go all the way through. And Wolves will regroup. Another ball served inside the 18. That's headed away. Beatty, the side kick. That's blocked. And a throw-in coming up. Well, Stephen Beatty had an opportunity to line that thing up. Let's check out our Sparrow replay. Cut out by the defender, but Beatty gave it a rip. Two-time USL League One Player of the Week is Stephen Beatty. Tony Walls towards the goal line. His cross will win a corner. Stephen Beatty, a brace against Georgia Tormenta FC. Corner kick upcoming. Zagoro. Played almost 5,000 minutes in the Albanian Super League. 6 assists on the season. One of the USL League One leaders. Zagoro, the veteran. Corner served up towards the back post, headed away. Cross was curled back inside the 18 one more time. Chattanooga, though, not very dangerous. Direct ball sent up by Chattanooga, but headed back to the keeper, Stefan Cleveland.
Connor, you sit in, let Wally go.
Fan Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. And here comes an opportunity now. Tony Walls slides it through. No run was made. Sayane, I believe, was on that far side. There's Joel DeLass, the acting coach. The final time during Nate Miller's suspension. DeLass, a Division III All-American at Wheaton. Also played in 91 matches for Dayton and USL League Pro. Certainly has experience across the American soccer landscape. We have a couple of players shaken up. Alex Jaimes down on the pitch. Alma N4 as well. Let's see if our Sparrow Health System replay caught it, and it did. Collision of the coconuts there.
Beatty, don't worry about those two midfielders. Wally's stepping up with Ami to take this. You can work this area here.
Here in the background, Joel DeLass giving his instructions. The training staff out for both sides. Jaime's call up from the Park City Red Wolves. Listed boxing as one of his hobbies. Never want to mix it up with the guy whose hobby is boxing. Elma N4 trot back across the pitch. N4 won the 2017 National Championship for Wingate, Division II. Was a goals leader for Asheville SC last season. Had a brace against Ann Arbor in the U.S. Open Cup as well. Both players will make their way back out onto the pitch. Good display of sportsmanship. They bumped heads. Here comes Lansing looking to turn up the heat one more time. Some bodies flying all around the pitch. Official says play on. 18th minute, here's Rafa Minsigan. Minsigan gives it, now makes a run. Alex Bruce, back to Rafa. Rafa finds some space, he lets it go, and a diving stop made. Alex Mangles keeps this match scoreless. The full extension with the left paw. Rafa Minsigan has found some space and he has taken advantage. Mangles with a highlight reel stop. Shabani comes over to trigger the corner. Shabani's in-swinger played out relatively easily by Chattanooga. Lansing Ignite FC slow things down and set things up. Shabani among two defenders finds Elma N4. N4 goes down to the pitch. Official says play on. Zagura played it out, but it's off Lansing. Mirji Pineda involved with that situation inside the 18. Lansing Ignite FC certainly has had the better of it. As we're in the 20th minute, 62% possession rate. And it feels like it's been more than that. Minsigan with a quick throw in as Stephen Beatty was taken down. Moshobani trying to find some space in the middle. Lansing will go backwards with it. Grant Stoneman, 55th overall pick of the 2019 MLS Super Draft by the Chicago Fire. Played his college soccer at Loyola Chicago. Missouri Valley Conference Defensive Player of the Year last season. N4. Moshobani. Bruce turns. Ball comes wide. There's Nick Moon. He's all over as he usually is, trying to make a move. Moshobani got it back. And it's played back out towards midfield. Throw-in coming up for Lansing. Fans, you can follow Lansing Ignite FC and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home of the USL, MLS, UFC, US Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch every League One match all season long. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. As I always say, one of the best values in streaming television, ESPN Plus. Major League Baseball game every night as well, every day throughout the season. Sayane goes down to the pitch, but Lansing will come out with it. Xavier Gomez wide to the right side. Plays it ahead. Moshobani, right side of the 18. N4. N4 stops. Rafa Minsigan's shot is blocked. Alex Mangles will come off the line to make the grab. Rafa Minsigan has been letting it fly here this evening. That time the block was made by Andrew Moulin. Moulin played almost 2,000 minutes with Atlanta United 2 last year. In his college soccer at SIU Edwardsville. In the 23rd minute. No score. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us on ESPN Plus, your home for USL League One soccer all season long. Final match in the month of July. Tim Hankinson saw his team come on as of late. 1-0-4 in their last 5 matchups. They have fallen behind often, but have always managed to fight their way back. For Lansing United FC, it's been a different story. They've led for 159 minutes in their last 5 matches, but have just 1 win to show for it. Pass ahead just out of the reach of Alex Jaimes. Goal kick coming up for Stefan Cleveland. Stefan Cleveland played his senior year at Louisville. He was 14th in the country goals against average. Made his MLS debut for the Chicago Fire last year on August 4th against Real Salt Lake. Had 3 clean sheets in the month of June alone. Andrew Moulin went in the books with a yellow card in the 10th minute. Lansing Ignite with 63% of the possession. And it's pretty much been the story. Lansing has been dangerous on a couple of occasions. A few free kicks for Chattanooga. They haven't done much with them. It was a very dicey first 5 minutes of this match as Lansing Ignite FC came out buzzing. That foul will go against Lansing. That time it was Brandon Fricky. Lansing fans, make sure you come out this Saturday. Orlando City Bees in town. It's the International Beer Festival. Beers from around the world: Mexico, France, UK, Germany, Asia, Ireland. Get access to beer selections you wouldn't normally have. So if you're a beer enthusiast, you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the beer game to be out there on Saturday. Cooley Law School Stadium. Restart curled in. Stefan Cleveland will make the grab. If you're beer elite, I expect you to be out there in the 517 on Saturday night. Number forward Madison got a win earlier today in Toronto. They're victorious by a 4-1 spread. And as it stands right now, live standings, they've slid into the 4th spot. USL League One table. You just get the feeling it may be a bit of a revolving door there. That 4th spot, as we're getting down to the pressure cooker. Calendar flips tonight to August as we start the stretch run. Here's Stephen Beattie. Sayane inside the 18. Beatty again, can he keep it in? He cannot. So throwing kind of up for that man, Grant Stoneman. USL League One Player of the Week for Week 3. Elma Enfor looking to get things rolling. Enfor threads it ahead. That cross is blocked from Alex Bruce. Bruce will shepherd that one over the touchline. A throw in coming up. The assembly line. No doubt made their way over from the Lansing Brewing Company. There they are. Looks like they're still getting right tonight in the 5-1-7. Cooley Law School Stadium. Comes a dangerous setup for Lansing. Shobani to trigger. That in-swinger, he could be a threat. Shobani curls it, flicked on, and played out. Continuing their dominance on the possession end. Long pass connects with Koifik. Will that be a corner? I believe it will be. Let's check out our Sparrow replay. Like header was flicked on and cleared out. Another corner coming up. Curled in, cleared off by the first defender. And 4 steps through with it. Moshobani touches it to Gomez. Gomez wins a throw. No, he did not. Chattanooga will get the throw. Very balanced attack all season long for Lansing Ignite FC. 12 different players have scored goals. 6 of their 28 goals have come from inside the box. These two teams squared off back on July 6th. That was a 1-1 draw. There's Rafa Mintz again. And 4. Some good strength to keep it. Gomez finds Minsigan. He's got space again. Minsigan to Bruce. Flag goes up. Offside whistle sounds. Law School Stadium's been very kind to Lansing Ignite. 4-1-3 home record on the season. We're a third of the way through this one. Chattanooga struggled on the road, 1-4-3. Which has been the form for a lot of teams in USL League One. It's been a tough go on the road. Tony Walls does well to keep that possession. Koifik retreats with it. A nice play there by Koifik to keep it for Lansing. Now they're trying to build something out of it. Nick Moon got it all the way up to the midfield stripe. Walefi will play it back. Walefi made his MLS debut for Sporting Kansas City back in 2016. And 9 assists for Barretos EC in Brazil, 2017 and 18. which has stagnated a bit over the course of the last 4 or 5 minutes. Here comes Rafa Mintz again. He has not been stagnant here tonight. Finds Moshobani. Moshobani lines it up! Beautiful strike in the upper right 90. Tumi Moshobani, a bolt of lightning, and it's 1-0 Lansing Ignite FC. The assembly line loves it. And all of their possession so far in the first half of this match now rewarded. There was Rafa Mintz again, who's been in the mix really all evening long. And Moshobani sends it home. Right from the top of the D. Left foot strike, and that time Alex Mangles could not catch up to it. Moshobani's third of the season. The players rejoice, as do the fans. Moshobani scored the first goal in Lansing Ignite history. Now he's got 3 on the season alongside 3 assists. Let's see how this changes things for Chattanooga Red Wolves SC. N4 with it. Plays it back, then he was taken down. So Chattanooga has made life difficult on themselves as of late, but have fought back every single time. We'll have to do it again. Law School Stadium this time. Mintz again makes a turn to the 18. The shot didn't get everything he wanted on it. Mangles made the stop. Mintz again had to fight through some contact just to get that shot off. Let's check our Sparrow Health System replay. Mintz again. Step through, scuffed it just a bit. He has been a force here this evening. All that possession rewarded for Lansing. Goes down and the foul is called. So Lansing Ignite FC has the lead. Really, that's nothing new off the quick restart. They possess. Here's N4 again. Cross looking for Mintz again. Coming off the line. Mangles to make the catch. Chattanooga trailing. Of course, that's nothing new as well. Tony Walls goes all the way through. Sends a cross in. Team from the 517 very good when they score first. 6-1-5 on the season. Chattanooga has yet to get a win when they concede first. They're trying to flip that narrative. They will have an opportunity here off the corner. As we move into the 37th minute. We mentioned the fact Lansing has been ahead a lot They're the second team this season now to have the lead for over 500 minutes of match play. I'll give you one guess. Who's first? You don't have to go far down the table to find out that answer. And we will get a substitution here for Chattanooga. Ayman Zayed comes in. Corner served in and played out. So Tim Hankinson going to Zayed early on in this match. There is Zayed. Spent 2 seasons with Hankinson, the Indy 11. 27 goals in 60 matches played. In many different countries. Alexi Jaimes comes out. Lansing would like a card issued as Minsigan went down. So Alex Jaimes comes out. Zayed comes in. Now there's some discussion as to what the issuance will be. And right now, I believe talking to Andrew Moulin, who's already playing on a yellow that he copped in the 10th minute. And let's see. Boy, that's a bit of a reckless challenge when you already have a yellow attached to your name. And we're only in the 39th minute. I would imagine there will be a very short leash for Andrew Moulin if there's another 50-50 call. Lansing continuing their possession edge. Shabani touches it wide to the right. Nick Moon wins the throw. Are you looking for the latest USL League One news and content? Follow at USL League One on Twitter, Facebook, or the Gram for exclusive access and updates. Get social, USL League One. He sends it back. Cleveland launches it down the pitch. And another throw-in coming up for Lansing. Choppy last few minutes, lots of throws. Shabani tries to find Minsigan. Minsigan steps up. Stoneman loses it. Possible counter opportunity. Zayed and Beatty was the target. Chattanooga trying to get out and run a counterattack. They really haven't had much countering opportunities develop so far here this evening, which you figured would be a big part of their game plan. Tuimo Shobani struck in the 32nd minute. Shobani getting his 4th goal of the season. Staked his side to this lead. Pineda, left side of the 18, double team comes. Nick Moon will drop it back. Gomez in traffic. Shabani's touch let him down. And the throw-in coming up to the Red Wolves. Neil Rule, happy to have you with us. Downtown Lansing, Michigan, Cooley Law School Stadium. Throw sent into the 18. Comes through. Gomez taken down from behind. Stephen Beatty hit with the foul. It's not new for Stephen Beatty. Has 5 yellow cards this season. He's on yellow card watch right now in the league disciplinary report. Stephon Cleveland, when he showed up on the scene for Lansing Ignite, really changed the trajectory of this club. Lansing Ignite FC, a very real playoff threat. Zayed took it away. Zayed makes a run. Can't catch up along the right touchline. How big would this matchup be for Lansing Ignite FC if they're able to come out of here with the win? 3 points would put them in a tie for second, the South Georgia Tormenta. They have another home match on Saturday for the International Beer Festival against Orlando City B. As a matter of fact, their next 2 matchups will be against Orlando City B. That cross played over the line, so Nick Moon wins a corner. It's Moshe Bani's corner usually. And he will matriculate his way to serve this corner kick. As we get near stoppage time. Lansing Ignite FC here with a chance to do some real damage to Chattanooga's hopes. Moshobani sends a corner in, coming off the line. Mangles, fairly low stress. Chattanooga could do something they haven't won so far, or something they haven't done so far this season, win a match after conceding the first goal. They would slide up the table and move Lansing Ignite on a playoff spot. N4 loses control. Had it for a second. Chattanooga will try the left side. The Zayed substitution has seemed to stabilize things a little bit for Chattanooga. Very different feel in this match now. Along toward stoppage time. There'll be 1 minute of stoppage time. Brought to you by Peak Performance Physical Therapy, the official training and rehab partner of Lansing Ignite. There is the 1 minute from the 4th official, Nicole Green. Pineda chips it up inside the 18. Nick Moon clears it out. Counter opportunity. Rafa Minsigan taken down. This could be a booking. And it will be. Pineda doesn't like it, but it looked to be a justified call. Minsigan once again looked like he was going to be shot out of a cannon. There you see the kit tug. Pineda doesn't like the call, but there's very little question in my mind on that one. Pineda was signed from Orange County FC. A goal and 3 assists out in California. Not much time left here in the first half. Long ball sent ahead. toss it in. Sent over the touchline. Can't imagine there's much longer, and there is not. The whistle sounds. First half in the books from downtown Lansing. That man, the difference so far, Tumi Moshobani. His goal, an absolute firecracker in the upper right 90 in the 32nd minute, is where we stand right now. The home side with the lead, 1-0 as we go to the halftime break. Chattanooga did not have a lot of chances. However, Lansing Ignite FC did. Rafa Minsigan, a very strong first 45, but it was Tumi Moshobani the difference. We'll be right back with more. This is USL League One Soccer. Welcome back. We're at the half in Cooley Law School Stadium, Lansing Ignite FC and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Now in Madison, the Mingos still have it popping. They broke their own record, the single game attendance mark on Saturday, over 4,500 on hand to see Forward Madison in some of the sharpest kits in all of USL League One. A big congratulations to everyone involved at Forward Madison. They certainly have it going, no question about it. Now, we all know the home pitch is valuable in USL League One. So valuable, in fact, a lot of teams had not lost this deep into the season. That was the case in Statesboro, Georgia, until July 6th when Forward Madison rolled into town. They got on the board first with a goal in the 16th minute by Don Smart to claim that early 1-0 lead. Now, that lead would stand through the first half, and the Mingos added another with a cross from Paulo Jr. to Oliver White. And that was his first game with Madison. What a goal, what a debut. The Mingos took the first 3 points for visiting side at Irk Russell Park in the 2-1 win. The next two would happen last Friday. North of the border, BMO Training Ground in Toronto. TFC2 would get on the board early, as they usually do. And that lead would hold up for about 15 minutes when the foul on the far side and a free kick sent in by Scott Thompson was mishandled by the keeper, Eric Klanowski. That was credited as an own goal. After the half, Richmond would earn a penalty when Tariq Mohammed would trip Joe Gallardo in the box for a penalty. Klanowski was up to the task, however, as we would see the Joe Gallardo attempt, but Josh Hughes was there to follow up the rebound and give Richmond the lead, which they did not relinquish for the second straight win for the Kickers in the 2-1 final. But the hits kept on coming later that night in Frisco, Texas. Greenville and North Texas had a rematch from a scoreless draw from 3 weeks before. The biggest early event in the 20th minute. Cirillo came in with a high boot to the face of Max Hemmings. He would earn a red card for that effort. North Texas keeper Carlos Aviles was able to fend off Greenville for about the next 40 minutes of clock time. Aaron Walker couldn't find the back of the net, and we would go to the locker rooms scoreless. The Triumph got on the scoreboard in the 62nd minute on this feed from Tyler Polak to Walker for the score. That goal would open the floodgates. Greenville scored twice more in the next 8 minutes. Polak on the end of this would send a very tasty through ball to Keegan to score in the 63rd minute. Keegan gets this rebound off a failed clearance. The leg of teammate Carlos Gomez for the easy stuff and the 3-0 lead. And there's the strike with the right foot. A late penalty from Edmundo Robinson would cap off a 4-0 win. The first time that North Texas would go down at home and their worst margin of defeat this season. So that makes Chattanooga Red Wolves the last standing in terms of the home unbeatens. Will they go down? We will find out as the season rolls on, but that's a big reason why Chattanooga has made their way up the USL League One table. Now the Red Wolves' run of dominance at home will certainly be put to the test this weekend. The very best in USL League One will come calling twice in the next 2 weeks. As a matter of fact, North Texas SC will be in town as Chattanooga continues to try to make their way up the USL League One table, and they certainly will have their hands full in 4 of the next 5 matches. Pretty cool event going on Saturday as well. Paws on the pitch. All the dog entry proceeds will be going to benefit the Humane Educational Society of Chattanooga. So if you're a dog person, a cat person, it doesn't matter. If you're a pet person, make your way out to David Stanton Field on Saturday. Should be a good time. Opening kick at 7 o'clock. Make sure you make your way out to Cooley Law School Stadium. Lansing Ignite will play host to Orlando City B. That's Saturday, August 3rd. It'll be International Beer Festival night. Beers will be available from Mexico, France, UK, Germany, Asia, and Ireland. If you call yourself a beer enthusiast, I expect you to be in downtown Lansing for that. Next 5 matches for LIFC, a couple of matchups against Orlando City B.
Now get some time, Sam Warner, the beauty. From distance, on the way and in! Goal, Las Vegas Lights! And Taylor with a beautiful strike. Are you kidding? It will go for goal! Oh my goodness!
Gents, hey, keep moving forward here. I feel like we're close, but it's all about the process. Make sure you're doing the little things right.
It's part of the community. I think it's not a mistake that you drive anywhere in the city and you'll see the Red Kickers K. I was certainly honored to play for the club and understand it's just a part of the city.
We're the longest continuously run professional soccer team in the country, which is pretty cool. We had Charleston Battery beat by 1 day. We played on a Friday night in '93. They played on a Saturday. We take great pride in that.
There's a really good structure in place, and there has been a really good structure in place for a long time now, even from when I was back here as a youth player. The coaching staff, the culture, the way things are done at the Kickers is at the highest level. Everyone's committed, everyone's 100% in.
We have a really strong locker room and everybody really wants to do well for the club, and they believe in me and believe in the club and respect the history that we have as a club. So it's been a lot of fun so far, just kind of getting this group together.
Let's get you caught up with the news and notes from around USL League One. It was a tough weekend for the home sides, 1-3-2. That's the worst weekend of the season for the home teams. Chattanooga remains the last lone unbeaten at home. Lots of draws. 3 sides, including 2 above the playoff line, have more draws than wins in a very tight table. And, of course, the player of the week, Tyler Polak, assisted on 2 of Greensville's 4 goals in their win. The USL League One team of the week. Couple of players you've seen here this evening. Of course, Nick Moon, who's become a fixture on the USL League One team of the week. Who's putting the ball in the back of the net? The usual suspects, as you have seen all season long. Of course, Stephen Beatty trying to creep among the league leaders in the goal-scoring department. Who's helping out the most? There you go. There's the 3 guys. Angel Zagoro has 6 of them on the season through 16 matches. Who's the best keepers in the USL League One? You see them here. Alex Mangles making his case to win some gold gloves this season. Here's the results for USL League One from last weekend into earlier today, and you see why forward Madison has made their way up the USL League One table. A couple of victories in a short amount of time. Of course, they got the win earlier today in Toronto. And here is the up-to-date USL League One table. Forward Madison, as we said, sneaking up into that 4th and final playoff spot. Lansing Ignite FC trying to hold on to their slot. Chattanooga Red Wolves trying to make their way into the top 4. Let's check out the USL League One upcoming schedule this weekend. Of course, all matches available on ESPN+. For Madison with a big opportunity to string together 9 points in a span of 7 days. Lansing Ignite FC continues at home against Orlando City B at 7 p.m. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights and the stats and get you the second half of action. This USL League One soccer on ESPN+. Back inside Cooley Law School Stadium, 1-0, the home side with the lead. Lansing Ignite FC, Tumi Moshabani, the goal scorer. The assembly line has been feeling it here tonight. Now, as we take a look at the highlights from the first 45 minutes of play, the assembly line was involved early on because Lansing Ignite FC came out buzzing. They took the play right to the Chattanooga Red Wolves early and often. They were peppering the keeper Alex Mangles with shots. Rafa Minsigan was an intricate part of all that early pressure. Minsigan came out firing. As a matter of fact, rang one off the left post, and that got things going. The flag was up along the far sideline. That disallowed that goal. The attacker came from the offside position, but Minsigan was not done creating havoc for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Minsigan nearly slotted one home against that far right post. Not a ton of chances. The Chattanooga Red Wolves. Here was one that was blocked. Of course, you figure Stephen Beatty would be in the mix. And he was. 7 goals on the season this year for Beatty, one of the very best in USL League One. But he was foiled on that opportunity. I'm trying to bring the word foiled back. Not enough people use foiled anymore. I'm going to give it a go. Rafa Minsigan gave one a go. And that time the stop was made by Mangles one more time. Full extension with the left hand. That kept this match level at 0-0, but it would not finish that way. Rafa Minsigan, that guy again. You saw more sevens on the pitch than you would on a slot machine. Tumi Moshobani would finish things off from the top of the D. That left foot sneaks just inside the upper right 90. Lansing Knight FC feeling it. They would go to the halftime break with the 1-0 lead. A very one-sided affair here in the 5-1-7. 7 shots for LIFC, 3 of those on target. Red Wolves have yet to challenge Stefan Cleveland. But that guy certainly has been challenging for Chattanooga to deal with here tonight. Tumi Moshobani, his 4th goal of the season. Lansing and Knight FC will have it as Jose Larraz's whistle sounds, and away we go from Cooley Law School Stadium, USL League One Soccer. Chattanooga Red Wolves and Lansing Knight FC. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us for the second half. A critical 3 points on the line for whoever gets them. Stefan Cleveland, well, he's gotten good distance on his goal kicks and the like here this evening. Oh, some physicality. Xavier Gomez in the mix. He's mixing up against the veteran, Ayman Zayed. Zayed trying to get the Lansing Ignite players out of sorts a little bit. Gomez squares up. Tumi Moshobani trying to be the peacekeeper. Tim Hankinson, the head coach of Chattanooga, said he wanted his side to start matches better, but that has not been the case here this evening. Side behind, coming here into the second half. These two teams played to a 1-1 draw back on July 6th. Nate Miller, who is serving the final match of his 3-match suspension tonight, told us earlier this week that match against Chattanooga, we had a red card and a cornerback, or excuse me, and a center back went down. You can't talk that one through. You can't prepare for that. But you would believe. That ball flicked back to the keeper, Stefan Cleveland. This match has been a contrast in styles. Lansing and Chattanooga Red Wolves, very different in how they're constructed, very different with how they play. We have seen that tonight. Here's a 4v3 shaping up. Left side of the 18, hesitation, Moshobani. Nearly a target. The ball never found its mark. Chattanooga almost had a counter opportunity the other way. There's a whistle. Foul is called. You have to be careful about the bookings. Pineda playing on a yellow already. Andrew Moulin also has a yellow for Chattanooga. Jose Lara now having discussions with the Chattanooga side. Let's check the Sparrow replay. So here comes the restart for Lansing Ignite FC. Chipped ahead, Elma Enfor almost stepped through. Enfor hit with the foul call against Zugurl. Studs getting up on both sides. Elma Enfor had the goal against Chattanooga. That 1-1 draw. play in tight space for Lansing. Nick Moon right in the center of it all. Very versatile player. Backheel pass. Beatty had it for a second and dropped it back. That was the goal when Lansing constructed their roster. That foul will go against Rafa Minsigan. And a yellow card will go to Rafa. Jose Lara saying that may have cost a scoring opportunity. So Rafa in the books. Here's a dangerous setup for the Chattanooga Red Wolves, who haven't gotten much going. But as you know, in the game of soccer, takes just one. Zagoro stands over it. He's the primary assist guy. Sends it into the box, and it's headed away. Second touch, left foot shot is blocked. Comes free to the top of the D. Lansing trying to build a counter. Nick Moon to the middle. Moshobani wings it wide. Here's Moon with some space to work. Moon inside the 18. Moshobani's attempted a brace is blocked. That ball goes out for a corner. Our replay is brought to you tonight by Sparrow. Moshobani looked like he fancied that left corner. Here's Xavier Gomez. Draft pick of the Minnesota United sends it in. Bengals punches it out. The relief is only temporary. Moon dispossessed. Very strong defensive play by Walefi. Moon tries to make a move with it. Moon wins the ball. Moshobani will play it over the touchline. Player down. Chattanooga Red Wolves. Let's check it again. What I rolled up on was Andrew Moulin. Moulin recovers and trots off. Assembly line giving it to Moulin. There's no doubt about that. Throw-in coming up in the meantime for Chattanooga. That ball touched back over the line. Leafy comes back with it. And now that foul will be called against Lansing. This will be another chance for Chattanooga to set something up. Very easily serve this ball into the 18 if they so choose. Fans of USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. USL doing their part to build the game at all levels in America. Beatty service inside the 18. That ball is loose, but the foul is called against Zayed. Stefan Cleveland fortunate to hear that whistle. Flicked on. Zayed stepped through. Did initiate some contact with Cleveland. Lansing still dominating the possession of this match, 63%. Moon touches ahead, the give and go. Alma N4 will toss it in. Girl comes away with it. Good work by Zagoro. Tightrope that thing along the touchline. Beautiful ball played up just out of the reach. Chattanooga will get a throw. That was without a doubt their best buildup of the evening. As we move into the 56th minute. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us. Downtown Lansing. Ball touched across. Sito Sayane trying to find a teammate. Sayane spent 3 years in the Iceland Premier League. Played in 31 matches for the Ottawa Fury. He scored the fastest goal in Ottawa's history in 2017, just 38 seconds into the match. Sayane, 3 goals and 3 assists. Nick Moon gets it back. Sayane played it out towards the line. And a misfire by Zagoro. Moshobani will toss it in. Pass it off to Moon. Get the toss in. N4 taken down from behind. Fricky plays it back to the keeper, Cleveland. Chattanooga will host North Texas on Saturday at 7 o'clock. They'll make a return trip to Lansing on September 14th. Here's Moshobani crossing over. Moshobani's shot is blocked right to N4. N4 steps through. He lost it over the line. Alma N4 had a lot of open twine in front of him. Let's check out the Sparrow replay. It'll be a goal kick instead for Alex Mangles. See down there in the bottom of your screen, Josue Soto getting loose. Amirji Pineda will come out. Jose Soto will come in. Soto signed a homegrown contract with the Houston Dynamo back in 2011. Played for Kivas USA 2013 and 14. Spent his last 2 seasons in the Finland Premier League. Owen coming up for Lansing. That's the second substitution for Tim Hankinson. 59th minute. So he has just one more chip to play in the substitution game. He has 2 players playing on a yellow. Mullen and Pineda. Each got yellows in the first half. Rafa Mintz again. Swings it out to Nick Moon. Moon does well to chest it down. Moon steps over. Moon to the middle. Mintz again, shot is blocked. Throw in coming up. Who's up, who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL League One Power Rankings, only on USLLeague1.com. 60th minute. Lansing Ignite FC continuing to hold on to the 1-0 lead. Zayed the target. But as you see, the flag is up. Jose Lara, our head referee. Joe Suchowski, first assistant. Jake Brochu, the second assistant. Nicole Green, the fourth official. Stephon Cleveland, the former draft pick of the Chicago Fire, 26th overall in 2017 MLS Super Draft. We'll put the boot to it. We're 2/3 of the way through this one. Can Chattanooga pull another Houdini and fall behind and find their way back? Conversely, can Lansing Ignite FC close the door on a lead? Big implications on this one. N4 taken down from behind. Nicholas Ampanza, the guilty party. Let's check it again on our Sparrow Health Systems replay. Boom. Two hands in the back. Lara had to give a stern talking to. If Lansing are able to hold on to this lead, they would draw level for the second position in the table with South Georgia Tormenta. Shabani curls it inside the 18, not much doing. Angles grabs it. Angles gets good distance on his kick. Ball will go over the touchline. Throw-in coming up for Chattanooga. Seguro to toss it in. Cross sent in, headed up, and out of play, so Chattanooga becoming a little more dangerous here in the 63rd minute. Here you see Stephen Beatty, the target, and you're getting that sense. Stephen Beatty, Ayman Zayed becoming just a little more dangerous. These are two of the better goal scorers in all USL League One. Last two matches that Chattanooga has drawn level, those goals have come in the 69th minute and the 77th minute. Now the 1-1 draw back on July 6th, Chattanooga had to draw even in that one as well. That goal came in the 55th minute. Lansing Ignite FC took a 1-0 lead into the locker rooms down in Tennessee. So will the trends turn? Cleveland goes to Koifik. Koifik does well to play it up towards midfield. Boy, beautiful ball from Koifik. Nick Moon makes a run wide on the right side. Minsigan's cross sent in, looking for N4. Was played away. Moon will challenge, as does N4. What will it be? Will it be a corner? It will. No, they'll say it's a throw. So Moon will throw it in. Moon finds Gomez. Moshovani with the 1-2. Ball was cleared out. Here's Nick Moon on the right side, 1v1. Moon tried to step through. Moon gets it back, he'll try again. Gomez to the top. Good defensive recovery. Chattanooga mount the counter. You see Pato ready to check in for Lansing Ignite FC. And he will. Pato comes in. Alex Bruce comes out. Joel DeLass uses his first substitution in the 66th minute. Pato with a couple of goals this season. Ball sent inside the 18, headed away. Woolen retreats, and now he has it. Woolen with the switch towards the left side. Sayane plays it wide. And Ponsa escorts it over the touchline. Quick restart for him. Ponsa with the throw in. Connor Doyle. Chattanooga up just a little bit more. Here is Pato. Enfor made a run on the right side. Comes through the middle. Here is Pato one more time. Finds Enfor. Enfor to the top of the D. That ball was played away. Sayane has it. Chattanooga has scored 9 times in the final 30 minutes. I feel like the principal on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. 9 times. I have it right here in front of me. 9 times. Touchline throw-in coming up. '68th minute. Lansing Ignite FC with the lead. Here's Enfor. Moshobani, the goal scorer here this evening. Shobani locking it up. He's in the mix with Zagoro. Alex Mangles will move over. Mangles played in 15 matches, had 6 clean sheets for Portland Timbers 2 last year in USL Championship. As we mentioned earlier, a very veteran-laden team for Tim Hankinson. The former USL Coach of the Year in 2016. Locking horns with Joel DeLass. Assuming the coaching duties for Nate Miller, who's serving the 3rd match of his 3-match suspension. Gomez to the middle. Enfor in space. Moshobani at the top of the D. Swings it wide to the left. 2 defenders come out to mince again. That ball sent over top of everyone. A little too much mustard on the hot dog. As we move into the 70th minute. Fans, you can follow Lansing Ignite FC and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and the US Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week Sign up today at espnplus.com. Coaches will tell you once you get into that 70th minute, that's when the screws start to turn a little bit more. It has been a little bit better run of play for the Chattanooga Red Wolves over the course of the last 10 minutes or so. Here comes Zayed. This has been a demon that Lansing Ignite FC are trying to exercise. They have given up 10 goals this season in the last 15 minutes of play. Ball sent into the 18, headed on. Stephon Cleveland makes the stop off the Stephen Beatty header. And Chattanooga Red Wolves SC, their first real signs of life here tonight. Quality ball sent in. Beatty tried to send it near post, but Stephon Cleveland was there. Very nearly the broadcaster's jinx. That whistle will go against Lansing. Chattanooga with some juice. Building up. The ball trickles over the line. Tim Hankinson sensing his team is having their best run of form here this evening. Will use his final substitution in a few moments. Yaya Sisi will come in. Sisi was a two-time All-League first teamer at Fort Hays State. Played with the Dalton Red Wolves. Here's Nick Moon. Moon wins the throw. Quick throw into N4. Gomez chested it down. Well, it's popped high in the air. It's a midfield stripe. Zayed wins that throw. Girl plays it ahead. Beatty tried to make a move, and it's cleared out towards the midfield line. Ponto recovers. Minsigan out to challenge, and does so successfully. Now Minsigan makes a run up that left touch line. Minsigan will be hit with the foul call. He doesn't like it. Neither does the faithful on hand at Cooley Law School Stadium. Elma N4 moves over. Not a lot on that ball. Lansing will dodge a bullet as it's played over the line. Substitution for Chattanooga, the third and final sub. Yaya Sisi will come in. Kyle Carr will come in. For Lansing Ignite FC, Tumi Moshobani comes out. Joel DeLass trying to batten down the hatches for the final 16 minutes. Kyle Carr in. Was a JUCO All-American at East Florida State in 2014. There is Carr. Shabani's evening is finished. His goal is the difference. So Joel DeLass going with some fresh legs. For Lansing Ignite FC, he still has one substitution remaining. Tim Hankinson has used all 3 of his. So away we go in the 75th minute. My name is Neil Rule. Happy you're with us on ESPN Plus. On your TV screen, tablet, phone, computer screen, however you're watching it, we're grateful you are. Chattanooga has scored 7 goals this season in the 75th minute or later. Lansing Ignite FC in the meantime has conceded 10. And the match has turned, there's no question about that. Throwing inside the 18, finds its mark. Played away. Soto will settle it down. Pato mixing it up with Soto. Lansing comes through with it. Ivo Serta taken down, and that foul will go against Chattanooga. Grant Stoneman over to say, hey, my guy was stepped on. Let's see on our Sparrow replay. Just a mass of humanity everywhere. Cleveland. Pounds it down. Sané will drop it back. Nick Moon takes it away. He's got N4 with him. Moon's cross blocked. Another cross blocked. Moon looks up at the sky. Wants that one back. Moon doing all the little things as he always does. Throwing kicked out, so the goal kick will be awarded.
Come on, let's get it going. Come on, come on. Come on, Connor, Nicky.
Timo Shobani is an original member of our starting 11. Of course, those 11s brought to you by Fraser Trebilcock Law Firm. Individual expertise, collective advantage. He was subbed out. Joel DeLass, one more substitution available. Here comes another setup for Chattanooga. Zagoro will line things up. The lines have been drawn. Xavier Gomez will be the one-man wall. Hankinson looks on. Angel Zagoro surveys the scene, left foot towards the back post, headed ahead, and it's over the line, and a goal kick coming. So Lansing Ignite FC passes that test. Trying to sort some things out, it looks like defensively. Stephon Cleveland's goal kick game has been strong here tonight. He's gotten some good distance. He sends another banger down the pitch. And for hitting heads again, this time with Connor Doyle. Doyle started his pro career with Darby County FC. Lansing Ignite FC trying to repeat the feat they had earlier this season at home. They had a 1-0 win against Toronto FC. I mean, of course, they would take more. I'm sure they would. But that's the only match here at Cooley Law School Stadium that's had just one goal in it. Usually there's been some fireworks. Back heel sent up. Kyle Carr touched it ahead. And they flag. I expected it to be up, and it is. Zayed in ahead of the play. We're in the 81st minute. The pressure mounts. Lansing Ignite FC trying to pull into a tie for second in the USL League One table. Orlando City B coming in on Saturday night. That will be the International Beer Festival. So make sure you make your way out to Cooley Law School Stadium. Sample beers from around the world. Mexico, France, UK, Germany, Asia, Ireland. You'll get access to beers you wouldn't normally get access to. Pato gives chase. Came on as a sub. Remember, too, if you're making your way out to the match in Chattanooga on Saturday with North Texas SC in town, pause on the pitch. Bring out your cats and dogs on a leash. Certainly will be a lot of fun. Those proceeds will benefit the Humane Educational Society of Chattanooga. Moon wins it along the line. N4 keeps it in. Pato to Carr. Carr retreats. Some high pressure from Chattanooga. Walefi made his way out. N4 the target. Coming off the line and making the grab, though, will be Alex Mangles. 83rd minute. Pato still has those fresh legs for Lansing Ignite FC. Came on in the 66th minute. Soto goes backwards with it. Josue Soto, a couple of assists this season. Here's Connor Doyle. Ball sent inside the 18, just over top of Zayed, who was the target. Nice back heel touch. Walefi sends it wide to the right side. Beatty crosses over. Beatty goes down to the turf. Official says play on. Here's Elma N4. Has Pato developing into a 2-on-1. Pato makes the move. Pato! 2-0 Lansing Ignite. Pato's third of the season. Elma N4 set it up, and Pato knocked it down. Could be a backbreaker for Chattanooga. Beatty went down, didn't get the call, and on the counter, Elma N4 drew the defender Mpansa over, and Pato made no mistake. Ponto played his college soccer at St. Mary's in Division II, scored 39 goals in college. He showed off the goal scorer's touch, getting his third of the season. That could be the straw that breaks Chattanooga's back. We're in the 86th minute. Sayane trying to track it down, could not. Remember, Chattanooga has not lost a match since May 18th. We talked about the fact that they've fallen behind often. They have always found a way to come back. But their 9-match unbeaten streak on the line here in the 5-1-7. Substitution, the final substitution of the night coming for Joel DeLass. Reese Williams will check in. Replacing Rafa Minsigan. Boy, Minsigan came out and set a tone early on with his play. Peppered the Chattanooga goal with shots. Cece does well to keep that one in play. Apparently he did not. Stefan Cleveland will track it down and begin the very deliberate setup of the goal kick. And will do what he's done all night long. Bang it down the pitch. 65 or 70 yards. Ponto was the target. There's Joel DeLass, the former Division III All-American at Wheaton. Played in 91 matches for Dayton of USL League Pro. The ball goes over the line. Lansing Ignite looking to exercise some of the demons. As of late, difficulty holding on to leads. You'd have to figure this would be a huge confidence boost for the men in orange to lock this thing down, with Orlando City B coming into town on Saturday night. In the meantime, Chattanooga will have to circle the wagons quickly. North Texas SC, the table leaders, rolling into town on Saturday. Roman coming up. Zagoro not happy about something, talking with the fourth official, Nicole Green. Green was a lead official in the USL League II National Semifinal in Flint last weekend. We move in to the 90th minute. My name is Neil Rule. 2-0, Lansing Ignite FC with the lead. Goal in the first half. Pato struck in the 84th minute to give Lansing some breathing room. Mangles will hustle up. Clock as much an enemy to Chattanooga as Lansing is. Elma N4 takes it along the touchline. Loses control of it. Boy, how about that by Kyle Carr? Gets the possession back, and now he has it. Lost it to Soto. Service in towards the box played out. There will be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Stoppage time brought to you by Peak Performance Physical Therapy, the official training and rehab partner of Lansing Ignite FC. Elma N4. Had it, lost it. Gomez gets it back. Gomez muscled off by Zagoro. Sayane sends it down the pitch. Stefan Cleveland comes way off the line. Pato with N4 and Gomez. Just about 2 minutes remaining of stoppage time. Zagoro being challenged by Pato. Koifik will just turn and burn down the pitch one more time. Chattanooga just not able to get anything together. It's been a challenge all evening long in terms of buildup. Lansing just trying to salt this match away. Tony Wall's over. Final minute. Stefan Cleveland has it. Cleveland sends it down with a left foot. That ball goes over the line. Throw-in coming up. For Lansing, we're in the dying moments. The Cakes are on the griddle here in Cooley Law School Stadium. Lansing Ignite FC with a 2-0 lead. Foul goes against Lansing. But it won't be long now. The final whistle sounds, and Lansing Ignite FC with a dominant 2-0 win over the Chattanooga Red Wolves at Cooley Law School Stadium. LIFC moves into a tie for second in the USL League One table. They are unbeaten in their last 6 as they continue to pile up the points and make their way up the USL League One table. That man Stefan Cleveland with the clean sheet. And for the first time since May 18th, Chattanooga Red Wolves SC taste defeat. 2-0 the final score. So Pato finished things off with his goal in the second half after Tumi Moshobani opened up the scoring. And it was Stefan Cleveland that put the donut on the board. And as a matter of fact, Stefan Cleveland brings you our unwavering defensive play of the game, brought to you by Kuntz Law. Stefan Cleveland covering the near post to ensure the lead and locks up a 2-0 win for Lansing Ignite FC. So Lansing Ignite FC gets the home win. We will take our final break, come back, and wrap it all up for you. Lansing Ignite FC now in second in the USL League One standings. We'll be right back to wrap this all up from the 517. Nate Miller said 3 points were critical for Lansing Ignite FC, and they came through with 3 of them here tonight after a 2-0 win. Let's get you tonight's play of the match, brought to you by Telecris Plasma Resources. Pride for our donors, passion for our patients. Help create life-saving medication by donating plasma today. Early on in this matchup, it was Tumi Moshovani that got things rolling. This was after a dominating run of possession for Lansing Ignite FC. A quality strike with the left foot in the upper right 90. That would give Lansing Ignite FC, as it turned out, the margin that they needed to win this match. Ultimately, Pato would tack one on in the second half, but that man, Stefan Cleveland, like a hotel room at 1 p.m., a clean sheet today for Lansing Ignite FC. And they continue their ascent up the USL League One table. They are now tied for second with South Georgia Tormenta. Incredible run for the guys in orange here tonight. Let's take a look at the highlights from tonight's matchup. That guy, Rafa Minsigan, was a factor early on. He was peppering shots towards a Chattanooga goal. As a matter of fact, struck the left post. That was in the very opening moments of the match. Lansing Ignite FC, though, was not content with that. Rafa Minsigan again ripping another one that Alex Mangles made a high-quality save on to keep this match level at 0-0. Lansing Ignite FC eventually would convert all of that possession into a lead. Tumi Moshovani could look at this one all night long, folks. Quality strike. Put Lansing Ignite FC up by the score of 1-0. They would take that lead to the locker room. Elma Enfor and Tumi showing off some moves as they had the lead at halftime. Chattanooga Red Wolves SC, though, would have their best run of play come in the second half. There was a quality opportunity off the header by Stephen Beatty. Stefan Cleveland, though, covered the near post and kept the 1-0 lead intact. But this would be the goal that put the cakes on the griddle. Elma Enfor found Pato on the 2-on-1, and Pato made no mistake. He beats Alex Mangles across on the far side, and that would be the final margin of victory. Lansing Ignite FC with the 2-0 win. They held the ball for 59% of the time. They outshot Chattanooga in the matchup 11-8 as well. So critical 3 points for Lansing. Chattanooga Red Wolves, in the meantime, suffered their first loss since May 18th. How does that impact the table? Well, there you see. Lansing Ignite FC now level in points with South Georgia Tormenta FC. Of course, Tormenta with 4 matches in hand, but that's why it's critical for Lansing Ignite to scoop up wins, because eventually the bill will come due on those matches they have in hand on everybody in the table. And Orlando City B will be in town on Saturday night. Lansing Ignite with an opportunity to put up a 6-point week. North Texas will try to reassert their lead as they will visit Chattanooga on Saturday evening as well. And Lansing fans will certainly have their eye on that South Georgia Tormenta FC matchup in Ford Madison. Will square off against FC Tucson. Very convincing win for Lansing Ignite FC. 2-0. They get the dub over the Chattanooga Red Wolves SC. My name is Neil Rule. Thank you everybody for watching. You've been watching USL League One Soccer. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.